What is happening? This is Linus, you're watching TechLion, and this is the Red Magic 5G. Right off the bat you can see this is a gaming device because we have RGB lighting, active cooling system, bleeding edge specifications and all other stuff, but there's actually one more thing that makes this phone really fast and smooth. That thing is the display, 144Hz refresh ratio to be precise. I know that you may argue that the gap between 120 and 144Hz screens is marginal, but man, this refresh ratio makes the phone feel extremely fast no matter what you do with it. Nubia calls it a 144Hz eSports Ultra Smooth display. These marketing names usually sound funny, but yeah, this screen and the entire user experience while using the phone is ultra smooth. Since this is an AMOLED screen, we have deep blacks, great contrast, and I think it's a really good panel overall. We also have a highly customizable always-on display feature. There's also an in-display fingerprint scanner which works okay, but is definitely not the fastest out there. You need to hold your finger longer than usual to unlock the phone. Sadly, there is no face unlock feature. Once you flip the switch, you enter a gaming space. Highly customizable RGB lights on the back light up, internal fans along with the advanced liquid cooling system kick in, and the performance of the phone is automatically boosted to assure the best gaming experience. You can also adjust quite a few different settings in this game space. Further, we have capacitive triggers on the top which are meant to simulate the gamepad. I found them to be really awesome to use in games like Call of Duty. 240Hz touch sampling rate assures that the display is super sensitive and accurate with touches. I've installed a variety of games on this phone, and as you may expect, the overall gaming experience is top-notch. Everything is super smooth, all of the 3D titles just fly, and there is even the so-called 4D shock effect where the phone vibrates while you're gaming. Also, the Red Magic 5G's in-game frame rate compensation technology guarantees stability at each frame rate, so you won't see any skipped frames or stutter no matter what kind of games you play. The gaming experience is enhanced with great sounding dual stereo loudspeakers that can also get pretty loud. There is a headphone jack for the zero latency audio experience and Pogo Pins connector if you want to add extra accessories to the phone. Now let's jump into the user interface. It's called Red Magic OS 3.0 and it's based on Android 10. Even though you may find some weird English translations, there are quite a few customization options and settings to play with, but again, the highlight here is the speed. I might even say this is one of the fastest phones I've ever used. Other key features include the ability to control the fan speed and efficiency, navigation methods, and so on. Cameras are usually not the key selling point of gaming phones, but Nubia still implemented a triple camera system with a 64-megapixel Sony IMX686 sensor at the core, a wide angle, and a macro lens, which are usually a gimmicky feature on most of the phones, but if you're into macro photography, you can achieve decent results with it. For a gaming device, the overall camera performance is pretty good. Well, I wouldn't call this a flagship-grade image quality, but you can still take nice-looking pictures. Even some of the 3x digital zoom pictures look quite decent. There is a 64-megapixels mode if you need that extra resolution for cropping. One of the things that impressed me about the camera, zero lag shutter speed and focus accuracy. This phone just nails it. There is one quirk though. In order to use the wide-angle lens, you need to enter the Pro mode, which is a little bit weird. Wide-angle shots look okay, but I wish there was more detail. Portraits come out surprisingly nice considering that there is no dedicated depth sensor. The main camera performs surprisingly well in low light, and the dedicated night mode produces nice images. I wouldn't say the same about the wide-angle shots though. The beauty mode does a great job hiding a pimple below my nose, and the overall selfie quality is pretty good in good light and alright in lower lit situations. The selfie portrait mode does not allow you to blur out the background and it automatically reduces the beauty level. I think this mode should work completely opposite. You have plenty of options when it comes to video. I would personally go with 4K 30 FPS with electronic image stabilization. If you want more detail at the expense of stabilization, turn off the electronic image stabilization feature off. There is also a 4K 60 FPS mode that produces decent quality footage. Lastly, the phone can shoot in 8K, but the video is kind of choppy, at least when I try to play it back on my MacBook Pro. 1080p selfie video quality is pretty good overall. When it comes to connectivity, the Red Magic has 5G, meaning that it is a future-proof device. As you may expect, all of the connectivity options work fine, including call quality on either of dual SIM card slots. However, there is no NFC and no microSD card slot, which is quite disappointing. A 4500 mAh battery has been solid considering a 144Hz refresh ratio. I could get about 5 or 6 hours of screen on time while using the phone quite intensively, and over 9 hours of SOT when I use the phone mainly for YouTube videos. An 18 watts charger that you can find in the retail box can recharge the battery in just about 1 hour and 20 minutes. 55 watts super fast charging is also possible, but you would need to buy a charger separately. If you do that, you'll be able to top up the battery in just about 40 minutes. There is no wireless charging feature though. For the starting price of $579 US, the Red Magic 5G is a beast of the phone. It can obviously handle absolutely all of the 3D games you throw at it thanks to bleeding edge hardware and advanced cooling system, but I think this phone offers a lot more than that. Sure, it would have been nice to have IP68 certification, wireless charging, NFC or microSD card slot, but these are the shortcomings you can definitely live with because the Red Magic 5G is one of the fastest phones no matter what you do with it, thanks to flagship grade specifications and a 144Hz display. I also think this phone is great for those who love to stand out with unique design, RGB lighting, and overall, the Red Magic 5G is a really solid device not only for gamers but for the general audience as well. Overall, I really like the Nubia Red Magic 5G despite a few shortcomings because, we live in the world of iPhones and Galaxies that cost over $1,000 US, but this phone costs less than $600 US and it has the same bleeding edge specifications and it might be even faster than those devices. But do you agree with me or not? Would you buy this phone or would you choose another option? So, as always, like the video if you liked it, please go to the comment section down below and tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on social media, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.